little skinny, little bitty body model S. Some of y'all ain't never. Oh! Ankle breaker! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I got my first ankle breaker and then messed it up!
Got too excited not to pass the ball.
I'm sorry. What's good, YouTube? It's Jourdy here, back with another video. In this one, I've got my very first build video for the channel. I hope you guys are very excited. I'm finally ready to take the step of faith and play on something other than a glass lock. So you're about to get some new content coming from me on this build. Moving forward, hopefully. But if you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel. 1,000 of you guys have already subbed. Thank you so much. We're going for 2,000 next, 1,500, 2,000, all that good stuff. So I hope you continue to support the channel. And yeah, let's get right into the content. Haha, so surprised. I bet you guys were not expecting to see future Jourdy again. No, just kidding. So guys, the build that I am playing on, this new build is a stretch playmaker, and I would be completely remiss if I did not say that I wasn't inspired by Duke Dennis build. I in past NBA 2K just in general really enjoy playing on a big man build, and obviously, like, if you watched me in 2K18, I did play on a point guard, but I never went into the neighborhood. I literally only streamed my career because I was so intimidated by the neighborhood. But yeah, I only used to play on a point guard on my career because obviously you can control the ball. But in 2K19, I went ahead and decided that it was finally time for me to step on a faith and just play in park, and just get my feet wet and do what I could. So in 19, I literally played on a pure athletic. I know you're asking yourself, what the hell does this have to do with the stretch playmaker? So in 2K20, I decided I wanted to take it upon myself to learn how to shoot way better. So I made the glass lock, and obviously the glass lock build I made from the rip was a shooting glass build, shooting center. I believe he's like 7 feet tall and everything like that. So I made that build. I've played on him literally since the inception of 2K20. I've been playing. That's probably one of the first builds, if not the very first build I made. I did make a stretch at the beginning of 20, but it sucked. It couldn't play defense, it couldn't shoot. At that point, shooting was terrible. So I decided really not too long ago, probably about a month or two ago, that I wanted to learn how to dribble. So here you see me playing with my guy. Shout out to Famous. This is the very first games I've ever played on this build in park with a stretch playmaker. And when I saw that Duke Dennis had made this build, I was like, oh my god, this is like everything I wanted to do. I wanted to be big, I wanted to shoot, and I wanted to dribble. So that's what I was doing here, and the idea behind this build literally came after I saw him make it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a build I could probably work out with, but I don't know how to dribble. So take that with how you want to take that. So here we are, we're in park. Famous VIP'd these two guys. They came back. They were pissed, obviously. I wanted to keep my audio in, you guys, but unfortunately I was playing music in the stream. So note, this is a pro tip to streamers and YouTubers who are just getting started. If you find this video, do not play music if you potentially might want to make something a video. I get a lot of big creators make music and they put music on their videos, but they're in a different position. They do content creation full-time. I can only do content creation like part-time. So I need all of my footage, all of my opportunities to go to good use. So here we're literally playing these two guys that came back around. It was my first time ever like legit guarding a PG who was a two-way slashing playmaker, and it was hard. It was literally difficult, but I still don't even have all my badges at this point with this build. I think I realized I had about 13 playmaking badges, but all the other badges, I only got 1 in finishing, 5 in defense, and maybe 14 or 15 in shooting. I don't remember, but I'll show you guys at the end of the video. But yeah, so it's I was trying my best to distribute and do everything I possibly could. Obviously I was really happy because I had 6 points at this point, and Famous plays really great defense against this center, and thankfully this guard, he wasn't doing like too fancy stuff, so it was pretty simple for us to get stops. But other things I really like about this build is it can play defense. Like, I think that's like really important. I feel like in this 2K, defense is so critical, like getting stops and everything like that. Like, if you don't have defense in your build and you're a bigger if you're a big man, it just obviously doesn't work out. So, you know, I tried to get stops where I could. Obviously Famous got like probably most of them, but we really shared the wealth here, as you can see, on like the shooting and the scoring and everything like that, which I really appreciated, because I know how sometimes I complain on stream. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitch, you would have seen this live on Twitch. It was pretty hilarious, actually, because I was really nervous the whole time about losing. I didn't want to sell. Like, one of my biggest things is like not selling my partners. So yeah, but another thing I really like about this build is it does get all of those playmaking badges. So like I said, I get 20 playmaking badges and a lot of stuff for Hall of Fame. I still don't have them all as of this recording. I actually made this build in March. So I've made this build in March. I've been working on this build since March, but obviously I haven't been playing 2K the way I should be to get this build maxed out as quickly as possible. And then another thing too, you guys, I'm really intimidated by dribbling. I've never been a good dribbler. I know I said that I played 2K18 and yada yada yada, and I was a point guard, but mind you, I was doing left right. Like, that's it. Like, no behind the backs, no anything like that. So we get this dub. I shoot 6 for 8, no threes, which I'm pretty accomplished. I feel really good about. Obviously, you know, you guys can't see my face because I'm blocking it, but I was really happy. So yeah, we're gonna move on to game 2. Now in this one, they come back around, right? They come back around. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter or on my other social media platforms, you have already seen a highlight from this game. I was very proud of myself, okay? Y'all, listen. I'm about to talk about it later, but we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch some of the game, because obviously his teammate lagged out. So it kind of sucks that I had an AI on me, but if y'all know, AIs play the best defense, period. So even with my non-ball handling self, I'm going to try to do what I can. Oh, I'm sorry, I got like a little hair right here. But yeah, so here we are, round 2 with these guys. Well, one half of their team, and we are it's literally it's different when you play against the AI. So I felt a little bit more comfortable with dribbling and feeling like a little bit more loose and stuff. So I was trying to, you see me, I was trying to do like a little action, little step, you know, little right, little left. Okay. Oh, and needle threader. Let's go. Okay. That was a little 1-2, you know. I'm a little surprised by myself, you know. And then the center decided at that point he was just gonna let Famous shoot. Like, he was like, he wasn't gonna play Famous no more. Like, he was just gonna let him shoot the whole time and then post up, and that didn't work. So here we are back at it, letting Famous shoot again, and see all these misses. Like, Famous can actually green those, so I don't know what it is. There was a game I played, I'm not gonna show it on camera, but if you guys again rewatch the stream broadcast, you'll see it. I shot 2 for 11 on the other court, because we ended up getting off because Famous ran out of boost. That's what it was. Yeah, he ran out of boost. So we ended up getting off and going to the other court, and that court, I feel like it was delayed or something, because literally, like, it was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. So at this point, we're like missing everything. I'm probably gonna like skip ahead, in all honesty, because we were literally missing everything. All right, here we go. We back. So here's the part you know, step back, little green, you know, little green action, you know. See, I like this. I'm telling y'all, I like this build because it can shoot. Like, and then this is the stream clip. This is the moment I knew I could dribble. So, oh, skates, got him. Then I sold the clip. So I had an ankle breaker, messed it up completely, and just really ruined the whole opportunity, and I missed a 3. So I was just, at this point, I was just going through the motions, trying to win the game. So literally, you're a big man on this build, but you can dribble and get ankle breakers. And mind you, I have the sharp takeover. I don't have the playmaking takeover. So I picked the sharp one. I think you also have the option of getting shot creator, and I can't remember the last one you have the option of getting. Maybe rim? But I don't know. But see, look, if you're on a smaller defender, this guy's a 2-way. I can still finish even on him. So that's the nice part about this build too, because you're bigger. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the stats and all that stuff. We obviously want, so here's game point right here. This guy, he starts flopping, he's all mad and stuff. Womp womp. So, you know, I got my assist, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But Famous is on a post playmaker. So if y'all want Famous to make a video of his build, y'all tell him to get on YouTube, okay? So yeah, so now we're gonna look at the actual breakdown of the build. I'm excited about this part because I've never actually walked through people on what my build is. So here is the build. Now, I made him a power forward. My favorite number is 8, but I use 18 here. So the pie chart that you want to select for this build is obviously the green pie chart and yellow, because that'll get you the max amount of stats you can get on like pass accuracy, ball handling, post moves, and just all the playmaking, all the shooting. And you'll also be able to get Hall of Fame shooting and playmaking badges. So here, and then I picked the profile that I went ahead and picked. I actually don't remember. Oh, I went with the agility one. So I went, wow, I really didn't know that, guys. I went with the one that is all speed. So I went straight speed, no vertical, no strength. I don't know if that's going to help me or hurt me in the big long run, but hey, my player gets up, he gets bored. Y'all saw it in the clips. So now we're picking these stats. I feel like this is the hardest part for me. I like having options. I like being able to control like the little bitty parts of your player, but it's also really just crazy to me. So I think I actually, right here you guys see I have 22 shooting badges, but I'm pretty sure I went back and dropped those down. I'm pretty sure I went back and dropped those down because I wanted to get more defensive. Like I wanted to do more on defense. So that's why I dropped it and cut it back down some more. So again, I filmed this video in March, so I don't exactly remember the thought process that I was going through or what like my mindset was or anything like that. So I'm actually just gonna skip ahead to like the final stats I went with. So yeah, you guys, so as you can see, I actually took everything out of free throw. So my final stats in finishing, I did 64 driving dunk, 66 standing dunk. I went with 81 on mid-range, 78 on three-point, none in free throw. So I didn't put anything in free throw. So honestly, I was going on the grace of God that my free throws would be just decent enough. And then I maxed all of my playmaking stats. Defensive, I maxed everything except for offensive, rebound, and steals. I put steal at 51 instead of the max. So that ended up bringing me to 70. Imagine having 70 shooting badges, bro. 17 shooting badges, 20 playmaking, and 5 defense. Again, I was trying to learn how to dribble. I feel like this build is helping me like learn how to dribble and everything like that, because that's just really important to me. So then the body shape I went with I'm pretty sure I just did defined because, I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. I think it, like, burly makes a difference on, like, big centers. Like, in my opinion, I don't think it actually does, but yeah. Okay, you guys, so I contemplated for quite some time on the height of the build, but I ended up selecting 6'8". I just felt like for the shooting and the playmaking, which were the primary goals of mine, that was like the most important. So I went with 6'8". I know a 6'8" power forward, what the heck, but literally it just feels like everybody is getting smaller on 2K, and that also helped my vertical, which I felt like was okay. It did kind of kill the strength a little bit, but it was no problem for me. It didn't bother me that much at all. And again, like at this point, I'm at 78 speed on this build, so 6'8" was perfect for me. But again, like if your playstyle is different, if you're playing, I don't think you would play this with this build on Pro-Am. This is obviously a very like park, like very fun, just like chilling, just trying to get like shooting and ankle breakers and stuff type of build, then you should definitely like use this one. But I don't think you should like use 6'8" if you're trying to play like Pro-Am or something like that. Like that seems a little ridiculous to me. So I ended up, I think I went with like minimum weight. I'm pretty sure I did. Look at me, like I'm like contemplating life. I recorded this, I didn't stream this build, so I was literally just building it, trying to think of what I wanted to do and all this stuff. That's what I did. I ended up going 188 because it was only -5. That gave me 60 still in interior defense, which I felt like was okay. Like it's not the best, but I'm hoping that like some of the badges at this point help a lot. But it does improve your lateral quickness. You're definitely gonna need that because more than likely playing on this build, I'm probably gonna guard guards. And then I did go minimum wingspan. Without a doubt, I wanted my shooting to be the absolute best that it could possibly be, so I went to minimum. And as you can see, it also helped my ball handling, which I didn't realize at the time, but that definitely is awesome. Oh, so the other takeover options that you have is post, playmaker, and shot creator. I went with shooter. I'm usually not the primary ball handler. I'm usually secondary. I like to shoot, even though I wanted to get ankle breakers. So one thing I would do if I could go back, I would probably give myself more shooting badges than I did playmaking badges, just because I picked the sharp badge. So yeah, that's just a little tidbit, I guess you can say. So in the end, you guys, you'll see here that I ended up making the stretch playmaker. So that's the build. If you're ever wondering, I'm also going to link this on my Twitch channel so that way you guys can see it and just reference this video in the future. So thank you guys so much for getting all the way through this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like, comment, and leave a subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.